I've been fascinated by India since I was a child. It's a country and a society which has such a rich culture. I hope I can find the time and the resources to visit one day. I really do. India is the second most populous country in the world after China, with 1.2 billion people. The Republic of India is the most populous democracy in the world. 4 of the world's major religions, Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism and Sikhism, originated in India. India is a pluralistic and multi-ethnic society, one of the fastest growing major economies in the world, a regional power, of course, with a huge standing army. It's also a nuclear power. Of course, India has its problems. It continues to face the challenges of corruption, poverty and illiteracy, and human rights abuses remain a fact of life in many parts of the country. India has had to deal with a good deal of political and separatist violence, with people often finding themselves caught between Indian security forces and armed insurgents. People have suffered human rights abuses by both sides. Economic development has threatened the livelihoods and the lives of poor people who just happen to be in the way. Huge industrial projects have forced thousands of families off their land. Many people face daily harassment on account of their religion. Women and girls face continual discrimination. Sadly, rape and honour killings are common occurrences. The group Human Rights Watch has called on India to prosecute security forces for torture, saying that the Indian government should send a message in light of recent cases of torture, high-profile cases, in fact. There's a video here on YouTube, which was posted last month, I believe, called India, Violence by the BSF at Murshidabad, West Bengal. It is an age-restricted video, and I should warn you, it is genuinely disturbing. BSF stands for Border Security Force, by the way. The video captures Indian soldiers brutalizing, torturing and humiliating a Bangladeshi man who had apparently been caught smuggling cattle in West Bengal state. Meenakshi Ganguly, South Asia Director at Human Rights Watch, had this to say: quote, "These horrific images of torture on video show what rights groups have long documented, that India's border security force is out of control. The Indian government is well aware of killings and torture at the border, but has never prosecuted the troops responsible. This video provides a clear test case of whether the security forces are above the law in India." End quote. In India, they have the caste system, a Hindu tradition which assigns individuals a certain hierarchical status. There are 4 principal castes, and then there are those who fall outside the caste system. These people are referred to as Dalits, or untouchables, and they are basically viewed as the lowest of the low. It's surely not difficult to understand why this system, this tradition, gives rise to severe discrimination and abuse. The principles on which the caste system is based form a recipe for oppression, in my view. Do some research on how the Dalits are treated in Indian society by members of so-called higher castes. Please go ahead and educate yourselves. It is just plainly disgusting the way humans treat their fellows sometimes. It really is. So, India, a beautiful country with a lot of potential, but also a very troubled country with many problems. I think that religion will cause a great many problems for India in the future. There's always the risk of large-scale religious violence there. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think that I am in this instance. They also need to invest massively in education for a number of reasons. But anyway, take care, folks. Peace.